Today I the squirrel, the mighty settler of quarrels, who knows no end in being prepared, when I feel the frigid air, in summer, spring and fall, I build a perfect wall. I also know a saying, that will make a strong man swaying. This is all for a reason, to prepare for the fourth season, in the other three that know some reason, and at the end of today you'll know, why preparing for the unknown, will help you conquer the cold, that we all know will unfold, when autumn gives out, to winter's merciless drought. The squirrel is the greatest preparer ever, he doesn't have to worry about winter because he always knows that he'll have no error. He sleeps through winter happily, because he is fat and happy, from his feasting on the hard work he did in fall. I learned this the hard way, better than not at all. When I was a little squirrel my parents prepared for winter, I however did not move my fingers, I don't like splinters, so when the cold season knocked at our oak-built door, I was really cold, and there is no doubt that I would have frozen to death, if my good old mother hadn't given me a little sustenance to keep my breath, so that this freezing cold winter I could survive, even though I was not prepared for it to arrive. So the next year came and I worked hard on spring, summer and fall, and just like that I myself had a little stash, big and tall, filled with goodies that I gathered with my working buddies, and then the moment came when a friend in need begged for help. I recalled my studies, and my mother's mercy. I gave him a mouthful, and he was well and fine for that winter's days and their controversy. But when the spring, summer and fall came again he did not gather a sorry nut, and I gathered just enough for me, my family and my pretty little dog's gut. So when he asked me for food, I said, what a fool, he survived a winter's beggar, and wanted to do it forever, but I could not afford it, so he froze to death like a popsicle. And this is why I go from town to town in my bicycle, spreading knowledge all around, from kids to elders and foxes green and brown, giving them a fair warning that winter is coming, and birds stop humming. And gathering is optional only if you have a perfect pal, that will hand you a hand after the fall. Once upon a time, there was a termite. She was a very busy termite, a hermite. She would labor from spring to fall, from dawn to dark. This termite lived in a prairie, but she lived by herself because she had no spark. All her termite friends had left when she was just a little larvae. Poor little termite how named herself Doris, she was never tardy, because she knew nobody. And because of this thought that all animals were termites from here to Romani, and worked as hard as her. But one cold autumn day Doris saw something approaching. It had no fur. And after a while looking she realized that it was not a termite. It was a cricket, or so she would learn. It was thermic. As this creature approached the termite started to hear a beeping. It was something she had never heard. It was not a natural sound, her ears got a beating. But nevertheless it was very attracting. When the cricket finally reached the termite's house, Doris, as if acting, asked what his name was. The cricket said his name was Aaron the Bass. As he said this, Doris was able to see what was making the noise. It looked like a cat, but it was a cube-like figure that had a light. Aaron offered to give Doris this device if she would help him get through the winter height. And she said yes. Winter passed and spring whisper with new flowers and life in birds' nests. This was a sign for Doris to get to work. However, Aaron saw it differently. He saw this as a chance to take a walk and party in New York. As Aaron said this, Doris told him that if he did not help he would have to find different accommodations for next winter this time. But Aaron did not care, so the months passed and winter's cold touch came by once again. Doris went to her house and locked the door, for the main event. She was warm and set for the cold month. On the other hand, Aaron started shivering and doing the math. So he looked for a warm place to lay his head. He found a cave and fell asleep to never wake up again from that bed. And this is why, my friends, we should not leave for tomorrow what we can do today. Happy days and work hard every day.